Reading is arguably one of the most important skills one possesses, and without a solid foundation in reading comprehension and meaning understanding, most of us would not be where we are today, and especially not be engaging in academic discourse. Unfortunately, this is not the situation for many people in South Africa, and we are currently facing a literacy crisis, in which 78% of grade 4 learners are not able to read for meaning. In other words, they cannot understand what they are reading. Despite this reality, the guidelines that govern reading comprehension, encoded in the CAPS curriculum documents, require that learners at the grade 4 level not only be able to read for explicit meaning, but also to be able to make inferences and identify implicit meaning. Now, if we think back to the fact that 78% of these learners are not able to understand explicit meaning, how can we possibly expect that they will be able to achieve higher order skills like making inferences? Additionally, the theory underlying the CAPS documents, based on Bloom and Barrett's taxonomies of cognitive skill, is itself confused about what inferencing and implicit meaning is. So, what do? This is where I come in. My research focuses specifically on implicit evaluative meaning in reading comprehension and on finding ways of improving reading comprehension skills. Let me give you a quick example of explicit and implicit meaning. The text behind me is a short extract from Roald Dahl's Matilda, and many of you may recognize it. If I asked you to identify the evaluative meaning in this text, you'd probably be able to do so quite easily, as there are a number of explicit words indicating the positive evaluations. For a learner reading at the explicit meaning level only, this is the message they would access, something overwhelmingly positive. However, for those of you who are familiar with the story, will know that in context, this text actually carries a negative implicit meaning, turning all of those positive words into negative ones. If learners are thus not able to access this implicit meaning, they are likely to miss all of the intended meaning and misunderstand the book. For this example, and for my research, I use a linguistic analytic tool, appraisal, which allows me a special line to access both explicit and implicit meaning in texts. Using this tool, which has previously been unused for this purpose, I will gain insight into the types of implicit meaning available in reading comprehensions, where the learners are actually able to access and interpret this meaning, the extent to which the current guidelines allow them to do so, and what kind of pedagogic strategies can be suggested to help learners improve their reading comprehension skills.